So it looks like the player count for Helldivers 2 is back around where it was a couple of days ago before all this controversy really hit. A 24-hour peak was 125,000 players. As of right now, pretty early on a Friday, you still have about 93,000 people playing it. So it's pretty good. I would say, though, before all of the controversy hit, it was always over 100,000, but it's not that much of a dip. However, some people are talking about reviving the major order defeat Sony and reactivating it. Now, why is that? Well, because as he said in his post, Helldivers 2 is still effectively banned in countries without PSN, which was not the case before that crazy move that was going on where Sony decided they were going to, after months of the game being out, make people link a PSN account or get kicked out of the game. They supposedly have walked that back, but yet people are still banned in countries without PSN. It's a lot of people. I think it's 177 countries. Niche Gamer is saying more than 100 countries. So let's say somewhere between 100 and 177. That's a lot of people locked out of the game. And you can kind of see that with the dip that's happened with this over the past. Like I said, it used to be over 100,000 every day, every hour. But that's not the case anymore. Now it peaks at 125,000. Not a small, not the largest dip, but it's still a dip. And I think a lot of those people would be playing, but they're locked out. So Sony's not answering. I've looked into this a little bit before I read this article. The guys in charge over at Arrowhead are trying to get this fixed, but Sony's blowing them off and not responding. It's on Sony. This is not on the Arrowhead guys. The game Helldivers 2 is still effectively banned on Steam in more than 100 countries without access to the PSN network. The game became unavailable for purchase or activation in these countries during the recent debacle where Sony forced Arrowhead to once again require players to link their Steam account with a PSN account to continue playing Helldivers 2 on PC. However, now that Sony has course corrected, fans are still wondering why the game is blocked in these regions. So they've managed to get the gamer score for this on Steam back to 13% positive. Oh no, they dropped it to 13% positive. So now the community is talking about raising that back up and pushing this back into negative comments because it's in a positive place now. It's mostly positive. Before it was like all around positive, but they're threatening to take it back down to negative score numbers, and that's got to have Arrowhead concerned. Sony is really out of touch with a lot of shit. They need to get this fixed, and I wonder if they will. Maybe they don't want these people playing from these countries that don't have PSN as like a middle finger because they don't have it and can't put it in over there. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, okay. Cuba was one of them. No Sony presence in Cuba, but they were able to play the game before. And pretty much the entirety of Africa. Now, what the hell, Sony? Now, Sony, what are you doing there? It's kind of a bad look. So I don't know what's going on here. If this is a Sony hiccup and they're working on this and there's more to this through the Steam back end and getting Steam to fix it, or if Sony's just not doing anything. I actually believe the Arrowhead Studio guys, I think they want this fixed. I think they want nothing more than to be back in everyone's goodwill and good graces. That's what I think. Sony, on the other hand, I don't think they give a shit. I don't think they've ever gave a shit. And if it wasn't for the tremendous pressure that got put on them, you would still have that linked account thing going on. But now, they fixed one end, from what I understand. But the country ban is still in effect. So something weird is going on for sure. Hopefully it'll get fixed for those people out there that were playing it and want to go back to it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think is going on? Let me know. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.